Hi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So much has happened today.
Get ready, because this is year 6 of daily vlogging.
So I didn't vlog this morning because I was working on the videos for the touch-ups or the rewrites of the pilot scripts that I was working on, and so I didn't want it to take up any room. I still need to transfer over the second one. But then I got a call from that Kayla, or that producer Kayla, and I called her back, and turns out she wants to kind of move ahead with Straight Laced now and get it, do some of the rewrite on it that we had talked about, and then get coverage on it to then take the coverage to the executive producer, which she has a feeling the executive producer will go for it because basically there's now extra money in the budget. And so she was like, let's take it to her now. And I said, okay. And so I talked to my managers and I said, hey, what type of agreement do we need for this? And they said, let's do a first look deal. So I said, okay, I typed up a first look deal, got it approved by them, just sent it over. And I still need to edit these things. So that's what I'm going to jump to now. I feel like I am getting whiplash. Let me tell you about what's happened today. The short version. This morning, I said earlier, I got a call from the producer who's interested in Straight Laced who said, hey, my boss or the executive producer has extra time, extra money. I'd like to bring it to her now. Let's talk about those rewrites. She said, do what you have to do with your team to get them, so we can continue with this. I said, great. They said, let's do a first look agreement. I said, okay, I typed it up. They gave me some notes, then they approved it, I sent it off. Now, I get a call from the producer telling me that she thinks it's a red flag because this isn't what a first look agreement or first look deal is, and that if my managers are approving this and giving me this legal advice, that she's concerned for me. And I said, well, my managers have over 40 years combined in the industry, so, I trust them. And she's like, well, if they have over 40 years and this is the advice they're giving you, I just don't think that's a good sign. So I was like, okay, so what exactly are we to do then? Because you don't want to sign this, essentially. She was like, well, it doesn't protect you at all. It basically just protects me. And so I was like, great, why wouldn't you want to sign it then? Because basically what the agreement is it's saying that we are giving them 6 weeks with this script, and that I cannot sell the script or option the script to anyone else during those 6 weeks while these rewrites and the coverage and it's being given to this executive producer. So it does protect them that way, but it also protects me so that if that wasn't in place and this was happening, but nothing was written in legal, nothing was signed, if someone else came to me in 2 weeks and was like, hey, we want to buy your script, and if I sold it to them, that then they couldn't turn around to me and be like, well, wait, we were bringing it to our person, so now we're going to try to sue you. It does protect me in that way from preventing that whole situation from ever happening. So basically, she insults my managers basically over the phone to me, which I'm not happy about because I've known these people for 5 years. They're not just my managers. They are also people who I trust. And I know, and I've seen multiple times, that they have my best interests at heart. There are a few different occasions where they could have told me to go for something that would have given them a cut of money. For example, when I worked on set for those few days and I got paid and I said, hey guys, here's the photo of the check. Let me know how you want me to send you the 20%. They could have easily been like, oh, here's where to send it. Instead, they said, you know what, we've talked and we want you to keep that because we will only take our percentage off of screenwriting and writing things that you do. They could have easily not done that. And they could have easily been like, yep, well, that kind of fits with the contract that she signed. The rest of stuff outside of writing is kind of up to discretion. So they could have taken that money from me and they didn't. And there have been other occasions too that they could have suggested that I do something. They could have had me do something that they didn't have me do because they had my best interests at heart. I know that. And as I said, I've known them for 4 or 5 years. I know these people. So, that's frustrating. So I just basically had to go back to my she also was like, what exactly are they doing for you? I was like, well, they are making sure that I'm protected legally, but also getting my work into rooms that I would not be able to get otherwise. Right? So, yeah, so that's frustrating because I don't enjoy when people insult my managers who are also people who I care about as people, and I trust. So anyway, I just had to write back to my managers and be like, so she doesn't want to sign it. Here's what she suggested, which is basically that I do the rewrites if I want. And then I could say, hey, here are the rewrites. If you want to send it or if you want to give it to your executive producer, then the executive producer can sign an NDA and read it. I was like, great. Why didn't we talk about that first? Whatever happened to do what you have to do with your managers to get them to feel comfortable with this? And then when it did involve signing something, you don't want to sign it. Something that supposedly protects you more than it protects me. Why would you not want to sign? I'm confused and I'm frustrated and I don't understand. The day has gotten crazy. Oh my God. By this point, I have a tension headache coming from my neck. I am like, oh my God. So I have talked to my managers and they have basically suggested that I zip it and I don't contact her. And when she eventually contacts me to see kind of what she says, because at the moment they don't trust her and I don't trust her because she's all over the place. So we're gonna just kind of see what happens. But I go to check my email and I have a C-mail message and I was like, wait, what? Yeah, one of the auditions that I sent in recently that I did not think I did well at all, actually, they want to hire me for it, and it's a one-day thing, and it pays $50, and they actually want to hire me for another character that I did not audition for, but they were like, we think you really fit it, that also shoots on the same day, but it shoots on the 7th. And that's when my audition for the Stranger Things experience is. And so I wrote them back and I said, hey guys, I am so honored. Here's the thing. I have an audition in Atlanta. That's at noon. I will have to be there no later than 11:30 in the morning. After that, though, after I finish that at like 1, I can be yours for the rest of the day. I can be yours before that. It's filming in Atlanta. It says Atlanta, filming in Atlanta. And the audition is in Atlanta, so I'll be closer than if I was like, if the audition was up here, it was filming up here. I don't know. So, yeah. So I wrote them back and I said, I completely understand if this means that I can't be hired, but if it does, like I'm honored. So yeah, we'll see about that. And then that means, though, I hope I hear back from them tonight or tomorrow morning at the latest, because I need to let work know if I need to switch Wednesday night with Thursday morning, which might actually be helpful because Thursday's Disney Plus day. So they may actually want some additional help during that day. I don't know. I gotta... Today has been a lot, but on the good news, I did get one of those videos edited, and exported, so that's good, but I'm tired. It has been such a whirlwind today, and now I'm gonna have to take a leave I can literally feel it coming up from my neck. That I literally know that's exactly, doesn't cause anxiety because I can literally feel it here and here. I know that's where it's coming from. So I just decided to order Uber Eats and get Chipotle because I have not eaten the healthiest today. And by that, I mean, I actually have not eaten a whole ton today. Like, especially as like an actual meal. Like I didn't actually have lunch. I had 2 of my chocolate chip muffins for breakfast, but I didn't actually, so I'm sitting here and I'm very hungry, and I thought about making the frozen rigatoni thing that I have, but that was earlier in the day that I thought about doing that, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that for dinner, and I am just so emotionally exhausted by this point. It has been such a day. I don't know if I came back on here. I actually did hear back from very quickly from the people. They do still want to offer me both roles, which is exciting. And they said that they are they're basically just expecting that they're just going to need me for a few hours in the morning, but he told me to remind him of those conflicts when I get sent the contract, which should be later tonight or tomorrow morning. Of course, I need not my managers, but my agency, because it is a paid project and it has an actual contract, to look it over. But I have already told them, like, I would need to leave by, like, I would need to be at the Stranger Things audition by 11:30 at the latest. 11:30 in the morning. And so they had said that they're assuming for the 2 roles, especially that they need me for, which are not big roles at all, that they will just need me for a few hours in the morning. And so I asked them if they happen to know when I'll get kind of the schedule, just because I will, I will need to figure out if I need to take off work or not, if they aren't actually going to need me in the evening and I will be able to get back there back here before 5, then I won't ask off work. But, I think what I might do is I might just give them the heads up tomorrow that, like, that's a possibility, and that if whatever hours they would want me to work on Thursday instead to help with Disney Plus Day, I'd be more than happy to do. Or if they would rather me work extra another day next week, but then also let them know that there's a possibility that I don't need to switch the day, but that I just wanted to keep them updated. Anyway, I decided to order Chipotle because I figure that has some good protein in it. It's got the chicken, it's got rice, it's got lettuce and salsa and things like that. So that's good. I spent money that I didn't want to, but I was like, it's important to eat something with good substantial value, especially because the rest of the day hasn't really held that. I know. I could have ordered like pizza and that would have been much cheaper. Well, maybe not much cheaper, but that would have been cheaper. But I was like, yes, it would have lasted me more meals, but I was like, one, I don't really feel like pizza for the first time in a while, or like just not right now. And then also, just as I said, like, I need something more substantial and health benefit. I just deleted my actual last clip because it was way too long. And basically, let me summarize it. I ordered Chipotle. It was expensive, but it was good. And I'm a little nervous about this whole situation that's going on because it's very anxiety inducing. This business and this industry can be very fickle, and you can accidentally burn bridges where you don't want to, but at the same time, you don't want to let people take advantage of you and walk all over you. And so finding that balance can be really confusing and really difficult. So it's hard to not be anxious about whatever is going to happen. And it's also disappointing, because it was an exciting opportunity, but this person has not shown that they can be trustworthy. They have not shown that they are consistent, and they have not shown at all that they are someone that I should do business with, really. So, because they're just unpredictable, and that's not what you want. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.